Situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now ETN to start the drive. Room here to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Campbell making the catch. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Lawrence's throw is caught here by Anderson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hook up a 15 yards there, and it'll be second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle, because sometimes just telepathy.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for a sack. Jermaine Johnson from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he is going to have a Jags first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive if it came up, or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon, and when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays, but it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold, and they certainly were there.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence flushed out right. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jermaine Johnson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Patterson's kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Ball again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. This pass complete. He finds Jeremy Ruckert. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
And he's got room. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Lawrence. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The Jets are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On play action, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Well, let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
First down, Jaguars.
Let's go.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. ETN once more. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, 34 yards. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's got him in. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. All again on 2nd down. 59 yards on the ground for him so far.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Agnew now to return. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, drop it.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Slant pass hauled in by Campbell. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Here's Lawrence to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Eccles. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Touchdown! That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Campbell. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Called at a very strong gain of 24. Give to Hall running right. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 22, Wilson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. A give running right is Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And this is caught. They got it. And it could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the counter, Etienne. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Play action. It's Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got a man. It's Berrios complete. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. They find some open field here. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing now, Lawrence. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Back to the ground with Etienne. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. The Jets are going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We think back to halftime, they were close to being written off. They faced the deficit, and now here's we begin overtime. They're 1 drive away from a comeback victory.
Think about where they started and how far they've come back from. And look, you and I both know that when we talk with coaches, most of the time they don't say that momentum is something that factors into how they coach a ball game, because they say each game is its own entity. But within a game, I think they all believe in momentum, and they certainly have it going in their direction right now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got a man complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So it's a win here for the Jets, and it was due largely to the play of the man behind center, CD. That's Zach Wilson.
Yeah, he really threw the ball well, didn't he? Well over 300 yards passing, hit on 3 touchdown passes, and he's delivering the ball in rhythm all game long.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we are underway in Buffalo. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They go play action. Young rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Young to throw on 4th. And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they're up to the challenge.
Fitzpatrick's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Young on 3rd down. Going for the deep ball. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Fitzpatrick from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete to Watt. And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 38, Fitzpatrick on the out route. He completes it to Hall. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Moss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. On second and very short, Fitzpatrick. That is caught by Moss for a New England touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. DK Metcalf. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Bills nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually...
Oh, and now Young here throwing another interception. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 29, Pickett. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the football. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The National Football League has come to Germany. We are underway from Munich. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Hall to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards, a first down. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football's really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, Fitzpatrick following the sack. What can he and the gang come up with? to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress. Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The key here, as it usually is, protection. Love the design of this one because they leak the running back out and send him down the field. But you've got to give a quarterback time to locate him. They did for a nice play. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive. And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Here's Lawrence to throw. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Again, it's Lawrence. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Finally, an incompletion. He was 5 of 5 before that last throw to start this game. So he is human. All right, so we found out after the way he began, okay, he can have an incompletion here or there. But I love what they've done right from the word go. They just need to pay it off with a touchdown now. They go play action with Lawrence. Completes it to the fullback hand. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Lawrence now to throw after that last run. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run? I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it. Tomlinson will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved him until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. Throwing Fitzpatrick. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick, a 12-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. But to throw again is Lawrence. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Lawrence will throw. And Lazard's got it again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Lawrence. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trevor Lawrence as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings have tied the game with a chance to go in front on the final play of this first half. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 44, Lawrence. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Lawrence. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To throw again on second down, Lawrence. That's complete right side to Lazard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Only able to gain a couple there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Travis Kelsey, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First down, Fitzpatrick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety, Cam Chancellor.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.